Hey, what's going on? This is me, D-Day from United Network Intelligence, and I'm here to tell you that we have an emergency on our hands. Now, I know you've heard of the whole no government and all of the national parks being closed and the furlough going on. Well, now things have changed a little bit. It's came to the point where all of this was, first of all of this was being argued about because of the Obamacare. The Obamacare, the financial reasonings behind it. Well, the Republicans didn't want to back it up because Obama wanted a blank check. He wanted a blank check for the debt rising. He wanted a blank check for the debt to rise. And it didn't matter to him how much we got in debt. He wants a blank check, period. Because as of a couple days ago, and today is the 14th, and as of a couple days ago, the Republicans were finally like, okay, fine, Obamacare, that's cool. And then Obama said, no, that's not going to work, actually. I want a blank check. I want a blank check, period. It's my way or the fucking highway. To me, that sounds like fucking socialism. And you know what? I don't think many of us really know what that is. Me personally, I've never lived in a third world country. I've never lived in communism, but I do know this. We was built on the Republic of the Republic of the United States of America. Okay? You got Democrats and then you got Republicans. Okay, let me break this down for a second. Republicans is what the country was built on. It was all Republicans at one point. And then there was Democrats that came along. So what we have right now is we have a man named Barack Hussein Obama, who is the president of the United States with the background of who knows what, and somehow he got in. And he is supposedly a Democrat. Well, he's not a Democrat, he's not a Republican, he's his own breed. Like I said, I got a documentary coming out called The Land of the Greed and the Home of the Strays. Okay? Now, we're in such a bind. We're in such a bind. And what's crazy is this debt that he wants to put us in is going to end up affecting our individual lives. And let me tell you how it's going to affect our individual lives. The way that it is going to affect our individual lives is things like national parks, is things like there is people whose EBT cards are being shut down across the country. Okay? There is people on WIC, women, infant, and children. What it is it's for so babies can have their formula. For families who can't afford to spend $30 on a can of formula every other day. I added it up the other day. It comes up to about $750 a month in formula for the average, not average, that's just how much it costs to provide formula for your child. Okay? Multiply that by until they're off of formula. Okay? They're forcing us GMO foods. Forcing. And there's people in Congress trying to get rid of alternative media. Now, alternative media, all that is people broadcasting news and journalism, people expressing their opinions, freedom of speech and freedom of the press, which is like the main shit in the Constitution, which they're trying to get rid of. I don't see how that would be possible, because first off, if they get rid of that, guess what the agenda is behind that? By getting rid of alternative media, that would mean that there's only one source of news. Now, I don't know about you, but if there's only one source of news, don't you think it's going to be a little one-sided? Anybody out there watching this right now is a supporter of United Network Intelligence. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, that if you are informed, that it takes a lot of courage for me to do this because I'm not a violent person. I'm not supporting violence whatsoever. Whatsoever. I am not a gun owner by any means. I'm not trying to get a gun. Period. Now, I do not want any violence whatsoever. I'm very peaceful. I just want peaceful resolutions. Sorry. I had to get me a pretzel. I'm sure you guys have never even seen me like this. I'm almost speechless. I am almost speechless. Okay, so let me tell you, first off, there is 40,000 Russian soldiers that are working for us. And they are being trained, and they are in United States Army they're in United States military uniforms. And the only difference between the 40,000 uniforms that they're wearing and the uniforms that the American soldiers are wearing is a different color. It's the same digital camo. Because see, I am an active duty Army American veteran. My MOS was 94 Foxtrot. I had a secret clearance. My job was Special Electronic Device Repairer. Okay? I worked at Synergy after I got out of the military. At Synergy, I was an electrical engineer on top of numerous things. We did environmental testing on nuclear power plant valves. Okay? For instance, we would put one of these valves in what we would call the oven for 2 weeks, and it would be equivalent to 600 years. We would put these valves on a shaker afterwards, which is the same thing that like Chrysler uses for their vehicles on the wheels to test the suspensions over long periods of time. But we created one that it simulates earthquakes, like 12 on the Richter scale, like something that would never happen. But that's how you want to test things, because the valves is how literally is the thing that you turn to let the damn nuclear stuff come out. Okay, so I'm just wanting you guys to know that I'm educated about what I'm talking about. But the reason they hired 40,000 soldiers, Russian soldiers, is 2 reasons. One, it's obvious that we're building a world army. Okay, a world army. And that's my opinion. That's my opinion, but I think it's pretty obvious. But the reason that they did it, and this is what they said, it is for public mass events. Mass public events. They hired 40,000 Russian soldiers for American public mass events. Okay, as of right now, there are stations all over the world. Okay, now I'll go ahead and say this: you guys need to prepare. They are going to try to scare the shit out of us with. They're going to come out with the flu. They're going to say the flu is horrible, and I forget what it is, but it's the flu, and there's 1 letter and 2 numbers. And I think it might even be on mainstream news now. I don't watch Fox, CBS, NBC. Sometimes I do, just because I'll walk into somebody's house and it's on. But it almost gives me a heart attack because the people are watching it like it's serious. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep living our lives. We're going to keep living our lives, and we have to believe in God. I believe in God 100%. I pray all the time. We need to pray as a collective. We need to pray, and pray some more. because they are destroying this beautiful planet. They are destroying this beautiful planet due to greed. Greed? Once you get your big house and your nice car and your clothes, what else is there? I mean, yeah, a boat, but what else is there that you could want? Okay, I understand buying your kids a house. But me personally, once I have a nice house and a nice car, there's nothing else I want. I love my family. I don't know about you guys, but once you're a millionaire, what's the point of trying to be a billionaire? Definitely not a family oriented person, because anybody out there listening that has a family knows that it's hard to manage work and then family. I have a 2-month-old daughter. Okay? I run my own business. It's called the Big Orange Lawn and Landscape because I live in Tennessee. I'll show you one of my business cards. Okay? So, I mean, I'm a hard worker. I don't sit here on the internet and make all my money, guys. I work my butt off every single day to provide for my family. And one thing I have noticed, no matter what the economy does, people still need their yards cut. They still need their yards cut. And in the city, it's illegal to have your grass over 12 inches. So, and I own my own business. So, the day my daughter was born, I was there. I was at the hospital. But as soon as she was born, she was healthy, I went straight back to work. And even though I don't work for anybody, you're probably thinking, well, why did you? You could make the choices that you want. Well, I thought when I was starting my own business, it would be a little bit easier. But you actually end up working harder. But what people need to start doing is, if you're good at being a mechanic, then run your own business as a mechanic. Leave all these corporations. Quit spending money at Walmart. Quit. Support your family-owned businesses. Support them. Walmart is killing us. Seriously. Screw Walmart. I don't like Walmart. I'll admit, I go there sometimes. They have great deals. I wish I didn't. But I'm lazy sometimes. Probably just like a lot of other people out there. I mean, it's getting to the point where there is no other options. Almost. Almost. And I love how Walmart's never in the city, so they can avoid all those taxes. I know you guys seen the thing with Michael Moore on how all the Walmart employees, they get life insurance on their employees. I'm sure you guys heard about that. That's off topic. But take your money out of the bank. Start investing it. And I'm talking about not investing in gold. Start investing in silver. Because when the dollar does collapse, which it will, and when Wall Street does collapse, which it will, money is not going to be worth anything. We are printing money right now and not backing it up with nothing. Now, I know you guys knew that already, but it's at the point now where it's getting printed at enormous rates. There's going to be an implosion, okay? And these debts, did you know there's Chinese army on the west coast of California, on the other side of California, doing preparations, doing training on invasions on American soil. I don't know about you, but that's kind of fucking creepy. I'm not saying that they're gonna do it, but what is going on? What are we gonna do? I'm not on food stamps. I was, but I chose not to be on food stamps. I still could be. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm making too much money right now, but I could still be on food stamps if I wanted to deceive the government, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to be took care of. I'm a grown man. I can take care of my own. You know, it says in the Bible that if a man cannot work, he does not deserve to eat. And if you think about it, people out there who do not work and can't find work, I feel bad for you. I do. I send my condolences. But every single one of us know there's people out there who could get work but choose not to because of what they receive, the benefits they receive. They decide that they're comfortable with getting by with the bare minimum. Well, guess what? Those people are affecting people like you and me who are trying to better ourselves. Oh man, I pray every day. I've been praying 3-4 hours a night. I just got this book. It's called Blessed by an Angel. It's real stories of people who experience and seen angels. One guy was going to jump off a bridge, and somebody said, "Hey, no, don't." Talked him out of it. And then when he turned around, the person was gone. Stuff like that. It's a bunch of short stories. If you're interested in it, just let me know. Please give me some feedback on this video. This is D-Day at United Network Intelligence. I love you guys. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm tired of being targeted. If you're watching this video, you're being targeted. Since when has the peaceful person been the bad guy? And there's no terrorists. There is no terrorists. And you know that it is open information. It is public that we are funding Al Qaeda. So which one is it? Is it a war on terrorists? Or is it a charity event for terrorists? And again, like we always know, their weapons are American weapons. I don't know how that works out. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna make more videos. I haven't made enough because I have a lot of supporters. A lot of supporters who say that I am very talented. Now, I'm not one to brag, but I'm very insightful. I've been told a lot of good things about myself, which I don't want to repeat. Thank you for listening. This is Daryl Day at United Network Intelligence. I'm signing out. Please keep track. Please give me feedback. Please leave comments. Please email me. Please watch my videos. If you want to stay informed, stay informed. The public needs to stay informed. I'll tell you the solution. Quit using credit cards. Period. If you ain't got the money to buy it, you don't need it. Never heard that saying? And another thing, good intentions don't mean shit. I know you've heard the saying, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. Guess what? The broken road is blessed by God. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going down the broken road. God's coming soon. God is coming. Jesus Christ is coming back. I love you guys. I really do. You know, because I don't have any blood family in my life. Okay? I was raised by two people who wanted to adopt me, and I was scared of adoption because I thought my parents would come back for me. Because guess what? My parents, they didn't go to prison or anything like that. They just decided they didn't need me. Okay? I don't know any of my siblings. Okay? I don't know my mom and dad. The man who raised me died as of June 10th. It's very sad. I'll show you guys a picture. Here's I called him my papaw, but in the obituary it says I was his son. You can tell I loved him. He passed away. He was all I had. I got my mamaw now, which in the South, a mamaw is a grandmother. Not really my grandmother. It's the person who raised me. My mama. I love you guys. Please support me. Please support me. I'm not making a dime off this. Not a dime. Think about that. I love each and every one of you. We're all brothers and sisters on this planet. Why must there be war? And do we even need the government? Do we? Really? I don't know. Please give me some feedback. I've not been getting the feedback I need. Give me the fucking feedback, please. If you give a fuck, give me some feedback.